Go. Hey everybody, welcome to More Than Meets These Guys. We are doing Marvel UK number 47. Dinobot Hunt is on. And I'm here with Boo of the AxelonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
And yeah, man, this is a cool issue, I gotta say.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the first thing you see about this issue is the cover, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty action-oriented cover. Let's be honest. The thing is like it's in your face, all the different Dinobots and different locales.
Oh yeah.
It looks really good. The
Yeah, you kind of got a Dinobot sampler on
Yeah,
here.
yeah, a sampler, if you will. And so
Yes.
you got
Well,
the you get the idea that they're all in different areas, different
different biomes.
climates, biomes. There you
Yeah.
go. Look, even all
Yeah.
sciencey.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
But
Um.
this is an interesting cover because this was drawn by David Lloyd,
Mhm.
and this was the only piece of artwork he ever did for Transformers.
So I will tell you what I noticed about this cover
Hmm.
is the Dinobot, the dinosaur faces are very there's a lot of emotion on the faces, which you don't usually see that much of it, especially like Sludge.
Oh yeah. He
It's
looks wicked, don't he?
He does. He's scowling almost.
It's showing they're all feral.
Yes, which I like
Yeah.
that.
Which I don't. Are you familiar with David Lloyd at all?
No, we're not.
You may be familiar with at least one of his works,
Hmm.
which he co-created with Alan Moore. Uh, a little comic few people have heard of called V for Vendetta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he is the originator of the Guy Fawkes mask.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It was his idea, and Alan Moore said, "Oh yeah, that sounds cool." And then he designed the Guy Fawkes mask that we see everywhere now.
Nice. I
Yeah,
like
that
the
is the
little
guy
soul
who did
patch
this
on there.
cover. Yeah. And then
Mhm,
now look at you
mhm.
see the facial expressions. You can kind of
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
isn't that
especially on Slag.
yeah?
Interesting. Interesting.
They're remembering the 5th of November.
I don't even remember the 5th of November.
That's because Guy Fawkes didn't try to blow up anything over here.
Why not, dude? Come
Yeah.
on. Do us a solid. Um,
You know that's where the name Guy actually comes from. Like the term guy, like we say, "Hey guy," like that.
mhm.
It comes from Guy Fawkes because it meant like an effigy, a dummy, because they're gonna bring out the guy. Because on Guy Fawkes Day, they like hang him in effigy or burn him in effigy or whatever.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, they're bringing out the guy, and that turned into like the nickname. Hey, guy, what's up, guy?
Huh.
It went from being a dummy to a mannequin to a effigy to a dude. At least in America.
Okay. I
Yeah,
had no idea.
weird, huh?
Yeah, it's super weird. We don't do
Super
weird things. We
weird.
don't do weird things in America. I don't know what you're talking about.
So we get the transformation. It gives us the recap of the Dinobots' adventures so far.
Yeah, like even down to where Ratchet tried to help, and
Yeah,
but it's an up and down thing with the Dinobots, and it kind of gets to the point where the result is the four Dinobots off their rockers in the various
yeah,
parts of America, each a very real threat to any human life they encounter. It's a fair
right.
bet that the resultant Dinobot hunt will leave human, Autobot, and Dinobot casualties in its wake. It's a shocker not to be missed.
And it covers basically that their millions of years in that tar pit have degraded their brains.
Yes.
Yeah, they got
It,
simple brains.
tiny brains.
Yeah, I'm
But
just thinking
why?
of what is it, SOS Wheeljack or whatever it was,
Yes. Yes.
Doctor Smooth.
Tiny brains.
What were you thinking?
Oh,
So yeah, we got.
for-
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Who put the finishing touches on the brains? It was you, Huffer. Anyway, so Dinobot Hunt Part One, which we have written by Simon Furman, and our art's by Will Simpson, which
Hmm.
we're familiar with him.
Yep.
We knew him first from his cover work, and then now he's transitioned into doing interiors.
Which
Which
I'm a huge fan of. This is
I
fantastic.
think his first interior was on Christmas Breaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, and we got Stuart Place back again to do colors, and Annie Halfacree on letters, and Ian Rimmer doing the editing thing.
I go every time you
You go to
say
Red Dwarf,
I do
don't you?
Ian Rimmer every time you do it. I go to Arnold Rimmer and the whole like the Arnold Rimmer
Ace
ride,
Rimmer.
Ace Rimmer, the uh Arnold Rimmer ride. He's Arnold Rimmer, greatest. I
I
can't.
wonder how much he heard that when that show came out.
He had to have
Oh
because
yeah.
you know that Simon Furman he had to have been a Red Dwarf fan.
Oh yeah.
There's no way he wasn't. He's on the right age range.
Yeah. So that had to be a joke that came up every once in a while.
Hey, Ace.
Yeah. Cut it out.
So
Oh,
we are in Nevada's Black Rock Desert right
yes.
now.
And I looked up the Black Rock Desert as well.
Hmm.
And it is a V-shaped, lightly colored area of sand flats sandwiched between mountain ridges in northern Nevada.
Hmm.
It's just south of the Nevada-Oregon border, which makes sense for because it's right there near Oregon,
Yeah.
and it's north of the Pyramid Lake Paiute Reservation.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever heard of Black Rock Desert?
I have heard of it. Yes.
Do you know why you've heard of Black Rock Desert?
There's gonna be some nerdy thing about this.
Oh yes, well maybe nerdy, definitely well known. It's best known today as the location for Burning Man.
That's right. Okay.
And the first Burning Man actually happened 5 months after this issue was published.
You're
So
welcome, Burning
yeah,
Man.
well, you know how they say like there's like a unconscious like zeitgeist that people
Hmm.
go into that it's like a global phenomenon. Like they do it with the internet. They check for how many times things get mentioned,
Yeah.
and then like something happens that's related to that. It's almost like that zeitgeist was kicking in here. So
Really
yeah,
was.
so we got V for Vendetta tied in and Burning Man so far. So
That's a weird tie-in, but yes.
yeah, I told you there was some weird trivia with this comic.
I really like the art in this, and the coloring is gorgeous. Considering you had to get some differentiation between the skin tones and the desert.
Yeah.
And yeah. Sorry.
Well, there's a lot of like I guess emotion and motion in here.
Yes, it is constantly in motion. The winds and the sand,
Right.
constantly in motion. So, do you notice that these guys, these U.S. military guys, are riding like hover sled things?
I see that.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
very ratchet adjacent.
cause well, you're not gonna be able to just like drive across that in a
Oh God,
sandstorm.
no, God no. But I love that they have this this tech that doesn't really exist, but
Yeah.
not even now. They're riding across this desert, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Oh yeah, man, we'd love to have that stuff now.
Oh God, amazing.
So they're searching for a power source they detected in the desert just as the
Under
sandstorm kicks
Yeah.
up.
And it's under the sand. They see these little things sticking out of the
It
ground.
looks like houses or maybe tents in the distance.
I first was like looking this, I just kind of glanced out, thought it was supposed to be like pyramids in the sandstorm. Like, why would they have pyramids in Black Rock Desert?
Right.
They're triangular.
Yeah. See, it was good even for someone as familiar with the Transformers as you are. It tricked you.
And they even get up close to them and start examining them.
Yeah, and they appear to be like some kind of solar cells,
Yep.
and they can't find access points.
Which funny about solar cells, but we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah. Well,
They
and
pull
something
out
they
a laser
noticed.
saw.
Yeah. Now, did you notice they mentioned there was a Force 11 storm was blowing in?
I did see that.
Yeah. That's a real term.
Oh,
That's a
really?
real
Okay.
meteorological term. Yeah. It's on the Beaufort scale for wind speed.
Okay.
That was categorization devised by Francis Beaufort for the British Royal Navy.
Is
Okay.
a Force
And
11 storm bad?
yeah, Force 11 storm. Yeah, it's like for gale forces and stuff.
Okay.
And it goes all the way like one is like a gentle breeze all the way up. And Force 11 is just below hurricane force.
Wow. I saw 11. I wondered if it had anything to do with Spinal Tap.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
Force
amped go to
12 is
11.
hurricane
Wow. Okay.
gust. So
So this is pretty bad out there.
So this is a in our Gulf Coast terms, we think it was like tropical storm force winds.
Strong tropical storm force winds. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like between 64 and 72 miles an hour, or I guess 103, 117 kilometers per hour.
Hmm.
Or if you want to get really technical, you know how like physicists like it's 28.5 to 32.5 meters per second.
Look, I'll give you even more exact. This is a Force 11 storm
Force, if absolutely, definitely Force 11
on the Beaufort scale.
on the Beaufort scale. Yes.
So anyway,
So yeah, see, there's a lot of stuff for me to deep dive into in this one.
I
That's
can
why I
see
like
that.
this issue.
So yeah, he starts pulling that laser saw to start sawing out this solar panel like collection
They want to
panel.
see what's inside of it because there's no
Yeah,
access from like how does a solar panel work if you don't even have a place to like
they
plug it into, you
they
know?
even attempted forced entry and you can't get in there.
Oh yeah, they did get something else though.
They got a every snarl.
Yeah, Snarl comes up on it. It snarls like plates.
Yep, his
Um,
which they still think that the Stegosaurus it actually collected heat through the plates on his back.
well, some do they think it might have been that like a heat exchange, like there's blood vessels.
Yeah, well, yeah. So well, I'm
But
sorry.
a lot of it, they're starting to think maybe it was like a display thing.
Well, I can see that too.
You know, it would with
There's no telling.
nature, it's usually more than one thing. It's
Uh-huh.
rare to find something that just does one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like how they did this because it's kind of the thing from Snarl's point of view, and also you have a lot of soldier point of view in this.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, the soldier here, he's struggling with the choking fear that rises up inside of him. He's a soldier, he must think like one, but he's watching this giant dinosaur, metal dinosaur, freak out and go feral all over him.
Oh yeah, well he just explodes out from under the
Yeah.
sand. Like it's just like
Actually,
almost like a bomb went off.
well, it kind of like reminds me of on the 2007 Transformers movie where Scorponok first comes out of the sand, and those soldiers are like,
Absolutely.
oh, in slow motion. That's what
Yeah,
he
the
did.
big sand chase. Yeah.
Yeah. So this soldier is thinking about the two people he loves most in the world, his wife and his daughter, Louise and Katie.
Yeah.
And he's
And see
like,
you get kind of that in the live action Transformers too.
yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah, with Linux.
He's like, he's just waiting to die here. He knows he's about to die. Something's about to happen, but it
Yeah,
doesn't.
because he's overpowering all these humans. They don't have a chance.
No. But right when he thinks the foot's about to come down on top of him,
Hmm.
bam, that's when the fire shot fires out. And something saves him. He
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
know
like
what
an
yet.
energy beam or something like
Yeah.
Fazak.
But he looks around trying to find his savior, but his mind rejects the evidence that's before him as Mirage walks out of the sand.
Well,
Or
the way they put it, he thinks it's a figment of his imagination.
yes, apparition caused by the desert's heat.
Yeah,
So immediately he's like, this
a
can't be right.
mirage.
Ah ha ha! Nice.
Yeah,
I didn't even pick
and
up on that.
yeah, because he did like dramatic irony because we know his name's Mirage, but the soldier doesn't, and he's thinking, "Oh, that's a mirage," and it is a mirage because it's
It is Mirage,
Mirage.
actually, yes.
Yeah, and he's got Trailbreaker and Brawn with him.
Which not a bad trio to have. Yes, trio. I wanted to
Yeah,
say my brain kept going duo. It was like, no, it's three of them. It's trio. Not a bad trio, honestly. If you're going to
yeah,
deal with angry Dinobots, Shield,
y-
Distraction, Brawn.
yeah. Well, you got your tank, and then you got your defensive one, and then you got your range guy, like an
Yep.
elf you would put in the back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good team actually. And
And
they show it from
mhm.
Snarl's point of view, and it reminds me of when Shockwave is examining Rumble for letting Buster through, and everything he
Yes.
saw was pixelated.
Yep.
And that's how Snarl sees him, was just like pixelated shadows.
Yeah, he can't figure out what's going on. All he knows is he is wounded. He's hurt. And these beings are his enemy right now.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize him as friend or anything at
No.
all.
He's all feral,
Yeah.
but he won't let them hurt him again.
And he kind of runs through them, but he just keeps going.
Yeah, he
Like
just upends Mirage keeps running.
Yeah, he does like an animal would. Like an animal's not
Yeah.
gonna stay and try to fight you. You know, I always thought that was funny in a lot of these animal like horror movies, how the animals just stay and fight even after they've eaten.
Oh yeah,
It's like
no. No.
no, they're gonna go and they're gonna stay away from you now. They've gotten what they wanted, or they don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, this is what he's doing right now. He's been hurt. He knows these things can hurt him. He doesn't want to be hurt any further. They're his enemy. He's going to get out of there.
Yeah,
And that's when Mirage is like, yeah, yeah, Prime's right. He's off his rocker essentially. He's off the deep end.
yeah.
So
He's gone the way of poor old Swoop.
yeah,
And then
and
we get a flashback which shows
mhm,
Optimus like explaining what's going on with the Dinobots and how like no human casualties are acceptable.
and it's asking a lot.
Yeah, and that's why he's sitting around like these guys are dangerous. If they get to any human settlements, they'll like level a whole town. So we
Yeah.
need to bring them back without hurting any humans and lock them down. So he has Prowl divide them up into teams of
Hmm.
three, and send them out to the I guess the best known locations for these
Hmm.
Dinobots.
Yeah, and
And
honestly, Prowl is the right guy to be doing this. He's coordinating the thing from the shuttle.
right, he's the strategist. It makes
Yeah,
perfect sense.
he's the perfect guy to be doing this.
And I thought this was really cool about this because they're following their functions.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the few times you see everybody doing their job like they were designed to
Hmm.
when they were written.
Yes.
You know, and we get a little bit of foreshadowing coming up because he tells them that Grimlock's jaws can cut you in two,
Hmm.
Snarl's tail lashes are deadly, Slag's fast and his flamethrower breath can shoot 80 feet, and then Sludge can be the most dangerous Dinobot in a aquatic environment.
Yeah,
So
which
this is
weird. I
all
wonder how.
foreshadowing for what we've got
Yeah,
to look forward to from all these Dinobots.
how odd. It's almost it'd be terrible if Sludge were in a swamp. But
Right?
anyways,
And that's what he's designed for too, is that
yes,
kind
he
of
is.
environment. So yeah.
But
Um
well, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say it reminds me of a movie. I'll talk about that next issue.
Please do.
But yeah, he radios back, and see they're doing everything right. They're following the stuff out of the book. He radios back to Prowl that they've made contact.
Yes.
And yeah, Prowl is using a Sino trace to track Snarl.
What is that?
I don't know. That's some new
Okay. I
terminology.
I thought maybe I missed something when you said that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no, that
okay.
was. I thought that was interesting to note because that's the first time I've ever seen Sino trace.
So there's a really couple of really cool panels in these two pages. One is where you have right before the flashback starts, you have Mirage, and he's got the sand coming across his face, and you see the
Mm-hmm.
action of the sand and the streaks and everything like that. So I really like that look. But there's also on the other page, there's the you have Optimus Prime being like, "The humans need you," almost like very much like Uncle Sam, like we need you for the world.
Right. Yeah, they like I said, they got some really cool panels and
Hmm.
the way they use the color. It's not just straight lines. They use the color and smears and
Oh
stuff to
yeah, the smears,
yeah, the
especially in the
blending.
desert, are great.
Yeah.
And it almost like obscures Braun Trailbreaker and Mirage a lot, just enough that
Yeah,
you can't
because
really see them.
it's the way they're transmitting that lowered visibility,
Yeah.
using print, which is a little difficult to do.
Hmm. You definitely couldn't have
So
done that in the American books because of the newsprint.
yeah, the newsprint wouldn't have allowed that.
No,
The variation in the colors, they just didn't have that same gamut of colors.
which is unfortunate. I mean, I know Nelson. We talk. Um, you could have done this in a different medium, not this, not on
I
your
can't even
newsprint.
think of any of the US issues where they had a sandstorm.
I can't think of any either. And
Yeah,
honestly, if they did, I mean, there wasn't enough dynamic color variations to have done something like this.
yeah.
It's not there. It's not
They would have
available
had
in the
to do
newsprint.
like just patches of brown, like covering, like lines
Well, sure,
or something. Yeah,
that's all he could have done.
yeah.
So,
So,
sorry, go
oh, I was
ahead.
saying he uses the Sino trace to figure out where he's going, and he he's happy to report that there's no known human habitation where
Yeah,
Snarl is headed.
there's no
So,
Area 51, y'all.
yeah, and Unfortunately, what he doesn't know is there's a top secret military base that isn't mentioned in any maps, documents, or memos. So it's even more. It's better hidden than Groom Lake.
And it's a tiny base, but they have a very specialized focus there at the
Yeah,
base,
and
developing.
I love this military alert klaxon onomatopoeia. The ooh wah ooh wah
Ooh-ah,
ooh wah,
ooh-ah.
and it's like running between all the panels, so it's showing like
Mhm.
how pervasive it is.
I
And
do
it
love.
wakes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I
What do
do
you?
love the inner monologue of General Carl Thompson,
That's what I'm saying. It wakes him up, and he's happy.
which is weird because as you read on, he is not a fan of what the military is doing here, but he's following orders.
Oh yeah, he's bored. It's a
Yeah.
boring job,
Yep.
and he he strikes me as more of a hawk,
You know,
but
not
he's not that hawkish. Like he's not looking to fight anyone. He
no.
just wants a better job than this.
Uh-huh. And they're talking about Order 231.
Yeah, we run back to Order 231 several times. And the first part of it is to assess the danger to the base and use everything short of nukes to secure the base. And it says they've been doing research into more advanced bomb tech.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he sees Snarl, and apparently he is aware of the Transformers, which would make
Mm-hmm.
sense.
These
And
that top secret of military and, know-how, yes.
well, this goes back to something though, because he looks at Snarl and knows that nothing short of a nuke will stop him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been one other time where they threw everything short of a nuke at a transformer and saw it did nothing. And that's when Megatron refueled in the miniseries and came out and just stood in front of the military when they're all gathered around and just unloaded on him.
Oh,
And he
that's right.
laughed at them and walked back in.
That's right.
So that's a callback to that because that's the one time they tested all of their metal against him and it did no good. So
By the way,
he's been briefed on these robots.
he's a three-star general, by the way.
Yes,
Uh,
he's not a paltry 1 star.
no, he's a pretty high up general. We all talk about four-star generals. For three stars, they're pretty well decorated. They're a career general in this
Yeah,
military. He's been put
he's
on this
been there
base because
a
he's
minute.
trusted. Yeah,
Yeah, and he's kind of irritated that he's that trusted, where he can be trusted with really boring stuff.
yeah.
He's like, isn't there a colonel that could be doing this?
He's essentially Captain Kirk. He got put to an admiral. He's really bored being an admiral. He wants to be a captain again.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, and nothing they throw at Snarl does any good. So
Even
General
4 million
Thompson,
volts of electricity in the fence.
yeah, and that's a heavy duty fence that can handle that kind of current.
Yeah, I'm surprised that fence is not melting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe
That
it
should be red
was. Maybe
hot.
that's why I didn't do much good.
Yeah, they should be red hot and like, ready to melt.
Yeah, so none of it stops Snarl, so he orders to abandon the base.
Which is the smartest thing he could have done. All personnel
Right.
abandon base. Repeat, abandon.
And it says Order 231 is the base must not fall into enemy hands no matter what. And he orders a rendezvous point is Charlie Delta 2 at 1400 hours.
Yep. So
So
he knows all the access codes. He's been waiting for something like this to happen.
he's been waiting to get out of this. Is like a albatross around his neck.
He has rehearsed this scene 1,000 times in his mind,
Yeah.
as it says.
Yeah, it says he hates his command and is look forward to his next one, and he begins a
Happily.
countdown for the base's detonation.
And then you have Mirage, Trailbreaker, and Brawling. We should be right on top. And like, oh, we weren't supposed to be any human. There weren't supposed to be any humans here because no one has any idea that the base is here.
I love Mirage's line when he looks at the base and
Hmm.
he says that humans are actually exhibiting intelligence and running.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh
Like,
look, they actually learned.
because Mirage hasn't really thought much of humans the whole time,
Oh yeah, no, he
and
hasn't at
he's like,
all.
"Oh, these are smart humans. They're getting out of here."
Except for the one he decided to go into his bedroom and levitate him out. But that's another story. Check out the
Yeah,
early
that's
episodes.
well, he was just doing his job then.
Yes.
I
So
was
yeah.
only following orders.
Snarl senses what's about to happen. The air seems charged. The ground throbs dangerously. He is filled with fear. He must run, like
Yeah,
the
and
animal
Ron and
would.
Trailbreaker and Mirage don't realize the place is about to self-destruct, but they're just hanging out for all the humans to get out of there.
Yep, a static lances as static lances through the atmosphere. Panic forces um circuits ties. Oh, circuitized muscles
Hmm.
to their limit. Sorry, circuitized. That's not really what it is.
Circuitized.
Let's
Yes,
say
I
y'all
got
this.
circuitized.
There's a noise. Metal and stone are blown apart in a soundless vacuum. Waves of energy ripple outwards from the explosion's epicenter, gouging
Yeah, there's no noise at all. That's what's kind of weird about it.
and is that yeah, that's Trailbreaker. He exclaims by Iacon's great dome.
Yep.
And Braun's like, what sort of explosion is that? Because it's a soundless explosion. It is kind of creepy in a way.
Yeah, I would almost describe it like an implosion.
It kind of feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end there's just a crater where it used to be, but everything there is gone. Just woof.
Well, the general describes it as a metamorphosis of on the molecular level,
Yeah.
which is why we
Well,
have to, sorry.
I was saying we get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, after the smoke clears, he sees something walking out of the
Yeah, because they
dust.
think Snarl was killed.
Yep. It's cool because I'm looking at the vague shape and I can see the tails sticking off the side. I get the arms
Hmm.
hanging out. So I'm like, oh, it's robot mode snarl, which it
Yeah, he
totally is.
transformed. He converted.
Well, yes and no. It almost makes it sound like that was part of what the bomb did is help it made force him to convert.
Yeah, it was involuntary.
Yeah. Which whenever that we see the Dinobots and these in the cartoon, almost seems like when they're in dinosaur mode, they're a different beast. Not yeah, no pun intended. When
Yeah.
they're robot
Well,
mode, they
and they're usually I guess their endurance goes up
yes.
a lot.
When they're in robot mode, they seem more reasonable.
Hmm. And he passes out like right at Mirage's feet.
Yep. That was a pretty easy hunt for that guy.
Yeah, they didn't really have to do much except wake him up.
Pretty much. That the General Thompson's like they're asking what's going on, like like why is he there, and he shocked him into unconsciousness, and they can't figure out what's going on, and General Thompson's like, yeah, maybe I can answer that. Of course, I don't know the precise details, but what you just saw go off was a small prototype version of a toy the scientists that have been playing nursemaid 2 were developing. Sorry,
Okay,
I feel like
Marcus.
well, I feel like a freaking general shout this. It's supposed to alter the molecular cohesion of substances in effect, a disintegrator. Good old Spiky there made out of something they didn't take into account. He yours? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah. And he essentially says, like, look, they're not gonna believe me anyways. You guys take him out of here. We're gonna sweep this all under the rug and I'm gonna go to a new command. So we good? We good.
Yeah, he won't be making a report to his superior. And he said, "You did me a favor." Basically, he got
Yeah.
out of this command he didn't like.
He hated that command. He's been there for years.
And I like that he has a presence of mind to ascertain that okay, these guys are after the thing we were fighting. You know,
Well, yeah, I
because
was
a lot of times they'd be like, "Oh, y'all are in cahoots. You sent that to attack us," and you get a
yeah,
lot of that.
I can
And
see
you didn't
that.
get this from this guy. He can read them better.
Yeah. But who's watching from above? Why, I do believe that's Laserbeak.
Old Laserbeak.
And he is recording everything that's happening. He flies off. He's satisfied. He's seen all he needs to, and he goes back to his master to report.
That was our bump 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 moment.
But next, Swamp Thing. And I
Well,
thought that was a different comic, but DC honestly, but what do I know?
hey, what do you know? But I what I'm curious about is okay, was Laserbeak following Mirage? Was Laserbeak following up on the same like energy spike that they detected, that the humans detected? Or was Laserbeak watching this disintegrator facility?
That's actually what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, we don't know. We may find out, when we see Laserbeak return and report, but yeah, what was he doing there to begin with?
a good question.
Yeah. So
I,
that's
I would
interesting.
if I were Shockwave or Soundwave or any of the waves, I would
Yeah.
definitely I would definitely like to keep track of what was going on with the humans with their technology.
Yeah, because they need new energy sources now. They're stuck
Hmm.
back in the old was it Fortress Sinister or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. The,
but
the old nuclear power plant they rebuilt into a castle and
yes.
dropped gears out of. So we get to sound waves next.
Oh boy.
And
Sure.
Ian Papard, like George Papard,
Hmm.
asked Soundwave about the L's and R's stamped on his ankles. And Soundwave answers by insulting the kid and blames the Ark for the little L's and R's. He points out that's part of my, my Earth mode. The little L and R stamps right there by Evan's fingers. And he says it points to his speakers.
Too blurry. Okay, yes. So yeah, that then honestly, I get it. The kid, why would the kid know that?
Yeah.
Unless you had the toy. You looked at it like, oh yeah. But yeah. Dude, I did a short on this recently, how Soundwave honestly to me exemplifies the original line more than Optimus Prime and Megatron. He's a figure trapped in time.
He's an iconic figure.
Yeah.
And honestly, he was like one of the best articulated ones at the
Oh,
time too.
100%. And
Yeah.
really, let's be honest, one of the best head molds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they based the original Decepticon symbol off
Mm-hmm.
of.
Well, yep,
So
100%.
so see Tarn is just copycatting Soundwave. He's big. Should be a
Tarnation.
he should be a Soundwave fan more than a Megatron fan.
Yeah, so yeah, he insults the heck out of him.
Of course. You
There's
know?
you know, well, God, Cooljet Singh from Bradford.
Hmm.
He's kind of asking about Constructicons. He sounds a little confused.
Yeah, well, he was asking because it says in his file that Scavenger becomes the with the right arm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he was just asking what the other which parts the other Constructicons, I guess, belong to, which parts they turn into.
and Simon Firm's like looking at the picture, like, oh, okay,
Yeah, and
okay,
he just gives them a straightforward answer. Yeah.
yeah. But dude, Stephen Bell, Stephen Bell
Man.
knows how to get a mini bot.
He knows how to get printed. Yeah, he he makes like an acronym
He
for
does.
Soundwave's name. Would
Dear
you like to do
Soundwave,
the honors?
yes, no, so I was ready.
An
Dear
acrostic.
Soundwave, here is an acrostic for you. Super intelligent, outstanding powers, utterly the best, never wrong, despite the occasional error. Weaknesses are zero, acute hearing, visibly the most powerful. Every battle you fight, 99% sure of winning. Man, this kid knows how to butter up Soundwave.
Yes. And then Soundwave goes, yeah, I've discovered a human saying to sum up the superb word construction. Enough said. So he hits him with the little Stan Lee,
Chef's kiss.
right?
Yeah. Um, the
The next
Jeremy.
parts I thought were kind of funny.
Oh yes, we go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, well, we got Jeremy, I guess that Schofield.
Sheffield, yeah.
Yeah. And his mom and his dog hate Soundwave, and his dog barks whenever Jeremy says Soundwave's name. So I have a feeling what's going on here, knowing kids, especially like, I guess like the 8 to
That
10
way.
year olds. Yeah. Well, that, and I bet this kid won't shut up about Soundwave. Like his mom is so sick of hearing about
Oh God,
Soundwave.
yes.
And especially since Soundwave is answering the letters, he's like, Mom, listen to the new letters Soundwave said. So he like holds her captive. And she's like, I'm so sick of hearing Soundwave because it
Is
says
it really
mom
like,
hates Soundwave.
tell
Yeah,
me, what did he say this week?
right. And it's like she's like thinking, well, that guy's a jerk. He's being mean to little kids at right end. So
Uh, yeah.
it's kind of like it reminds me like when Metallica was on Space Ghost Coast to Coast and they like Zorak and he tells them to get bent. And Space is like, that's not nice. He goes, that's what they want.
Zorak and Moltar. No, Zorak.
It was Zorak because he's being mean to him.
Yes. Get
It,
bent.
it's kind of like it's kind of like that time Allie got me a cameo from Sleazy P Martini, and all he did was
That's
make fun of my name.
that's right. Oh,
It's like, yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. He's a jerk.
yes. Uh,
So yeah, we
he's
got Jeremy Schofield has that problem, and then Paul
oh,
Witten, he has a dog that keeps trying to eat his comics. I bet he eats his homework too.
uh-huh.
That's where that started. See, you train them to eat your homework, and the next thing you know, they come for your comic books.
He has that same question. Jetfire has a Decepticon sign. Why is this? So we go into the whole thing where, Jetfire is created by us, therefore by us. I like that. Therefore, he bears the Decepticon insignia. How long he will continue to bear it is open to conjecture, but and therefore ping. But he also before that he goes into like the dog. Oh yes, the dog, a carbon-based species with four legs, slightly more primitive than humans. Well, then you should simply exercise better control over these lesser species. We certainly have no trouble with you lot. So there's that. Did I lose you? Hmm. So Steve
Yeah.
Tanner's letter in issue 39. Sorry, you had something to say about this?
Oh well. Did you cover Jetfire with the pating?
Oh yeah, but ding.
Yeah, he hit the spittoon with that one.
Yes, he did.
So yeah, we got Neil Griffith from Newport
Hmm.
says he was angered by Steve Tanner's letter in issue 39.
Yeah, he I don't blame you for having outbursts of anger when you read it. I felt the same way about what he said to you. I've been reading the comic strip since issue 28, and I feel that you should be included in the story more often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And of course, Soundwave is the Zen master.
yeah. He's like, I don't care. These criticisms are below me.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, you're on your way to becoming a great Decepticon supporter, and we appreciate that here at the Decepticon headquarters. Keep it up. You're doing great.
And he tells him, you greet such detractors with stoicism and dignity, and then blast them when they forgot about you.
He's like, you're gonna be number one Homelander. Good job.
You know what that is? That is the Decepticon version of Revenge of the Dish best served cold.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, oof, oof, this one hurts me.
I
From
bet.
from Dino Vassalio. Look, honestly,
That's an awesome name, by the way.
I am Dino Vassalio.
Yeah.
From Woodton. Well, to take it for Dino, yes, this story was much better than the previous stories.
Oh
Machine
yeah, the
Man.
Tom DeFalco stories, yeah, were
Oh
definitely
yeah,
better.
the Machine Man of the
From
Year
Machine
20,
Man, yeah.
yeah, 2020 is fantastic. Every full color page is a treat for the eyes, and it is. It was a beautifully done comic. The story by Tom DeFalco is very good, and the art by Barry Windsor Smith is extremely convincing. Well done for having such a great backup story. And like Sal was like, much as I hate to admit it, I enjoy the Machine Man story, and despite him being such a feeble excuse for robot, no class at all. Uh, but he ends up with the letters page here in Soundwaves. Like my thanks to all of the Christmas cards. The readers sent Christmas cards last month. I've not yet discovered their function, but you have my gratitude nevertheless.
Yep.
They sent Christmas cards to Soundwave. That's really nice.
I thought that was cute. Yeah.
That was great.
See, I kind of wish we had a one of the characters answering letters these days on the
Man, that'd
at
be
the establishment.
fantastic. That'd be fantastic. And the stock exchange isn't crazy. Someone wants grapple and they're ready to swap out Ratchet.
It sounds like it's fair on the surface, but we know why he was trying to get rid of his ratchet.
Look, I am someone
He
who
just
will
want
take up for the Ironhide Ratchet mold. I love it. But yes. I know.
Back in the day, a lot of kids were really like disappointed with
Disappointed.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first thing I ever heard is, like, oh yeah, Ratchet and Ironhide, they don't look like they do on the show. They don't even have heads.
Yeah, that was the worst offender, I think, honestly.
Yeah. Cause I think the first time I actually put my hands on a Ratchet, some kid had left him on the school bus.
No,
I'm like, oh,
really.
they broke it. And they're like, no, that's what he looks like.
Oh,
I'm like,
oh
oh, okay.
no.
And they showed me the face, and I liked the face though, because it looked like the ones from Pole Position, the little
It did
screen faces.
100%. That's
So
the pole position face.
yeah. So I was cool with that.
Yeah. But,
Actually, I think I would have liked it better if they just done the show faces like that.
that'd been kind of nice
Yeah.
in a weird way.
But then oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just thought the grapple, like, yeah, it sounds like a Autobot car for Autobot car, but back then especially, like, grapple is probably a more a superior toy.
Oh, yeah, he was
Yeah.
100%. The Inferno grapple mold is much better than the Ratchet mold. So,
These
yeah.
days though, I would actually prefer the Ratchet mold.
Oh, yeah, 100% that.
Yeah.
It's a great mold. It's weird. It's that the whole sled and everything. Um,
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with it.
oh yeah,
And
100%
honestly, I
does.
think Inferno and Grapple feel a lot more plasticky. There's not
They
as much
do.
die cast in those guys.
They do. I mean, Ratchet and Ironhide's feet are like solid metal die
Oh yeah,
cast.
and their waist too, isn't it, or something? Like
Yep, the waist is
their
the
shoulders.
shoulders, yeah, all of that. There's just a
They got a lot
lot.
of metal in them.
The connecting pieces are all plastic.
Oh, the windshield too, isn't it?
Yep, the windshield is.
No, yeah. So yeah, they're solid.
Yeah, the trailer that turns into the sled is mostly plastic, and yeah, and then the arms and the middle part of the body. But yeah,
Yeah,
otherwise, yeah.
like their little chrome waist piece is like the
Hmm.
plastic part there.
Yeah,
So we got a classified page here, like a full page of classified ads.
which I kind of dig having that.
I know, and I didn't go through all these like I did before, but
A lot of Doctor
it,
Who.
oh yeah, it made me really nostalgic because I miss when shops and clubs and cons would advertise in comics like
Hmm.
this. Because you'd find out stuff that you wouldn't known any other place at all.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there was,
definitely.
yeah, and it always had like an underground feel, like a zine, For
Yeah,
and this is before the internet, of course, because now it's all sharing links and social media
yep,
pages, and it was just something different about actually meeting other fans in person through these things or getting like physical media through the mail.
yep.
Yeah,
Even to the point where there's this great this ad in the middle of rocks off. It kind of has a Dazzler look to it. You know,
that's
X-Men Dazzler.
that's a pose stolen from Dazzler.
Exactly. It's a Dazzler pose.
Yeah, they redrew Dazzler as some other
Yeah.
female character. Yeah. But it was funny. I always had like the X-ray glasses ads and
Oh
stuff like
yeah.
that. But
The jokes.
yeah,
Yep.
the pepper gum and stuff like that. But it's
Uh,
like online communities revolutionized fandoms. Like they really blew up.
hmm.
But there was always something cool about this way to connect.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
You never know who you're gonna write to, or they'd send out like newsletters, and you'd mail it out, and you get the mail, and oh, here's my newsletter, and that's why I
Hmm.
like that Tony Buchanan resurrected the auto update newsletter, and
Yeah.
it was like that, but you would get that in the mail back in the day, which was really cool. And I even got like some of the comics, my original Transformer comics.
Hmm.
For some reason, like local comic shop didn't get them, and I ended up ordering them like from New England Comics or was it Mile High Comics,
Well,
the one in
yeah.
Denver. Yeah, I ordered something like 72, the one where Shockwave and Scorponok have their big throwdown.
Hmm.
Yeah, I actually had to get that one through the mail because no comic shop around me when that came out had it, and I was a regular like purchaser. But I guess people heard that the comic was on its last leg, so you had people starting to buy them before they were gone. So
Yep.
I
Or to
was
less.
robbed. But then we get a preview for next issue, which says Northern California's inland waterways and has Dinobots and humans are
They
all gonna
found
like
carbon.
converge.
They came in search of Dinobots. They found carbon-based units.
I think Soundwave wrote that one.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
then my nemesis is back, the creepy kid.
Well, this creepy kid needs to learn how to transform his jets right.
Oh yeah. Well, that and he's back with Starscream and the Coneheads, but this time they labeled them correctly. Remember last time the names were all mixed up?
Yep.
And remember Soundwave said he was gonna like rough them up for messing it up, so he got it done.
Now, Ramjet and Dirge, their wings are like they're done like the original Seeker style, like the backwards kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's not how they are in the show, so you know.
Well, it's a common thing with them because
Hmm.
if you remember the opening for Transformers Generation 2,
Hmm.
that's how they did their wings on there too.
Oh, that's right, they did. They're very triangular looking at that.
Yeah, the ramjet
But
design
do you
and
know
no
something
cone
about
heads.
do you know something about Dirge though?
What's going on with Dirge?
Look at his missile launchers. Because
Oh yeah,
Dirge,
the regular Seeker
yep, they're
missile
regular
launcher.
Seeker missile launchers, and Dirge had those like guns
He
essentially.
had like slim, like solid guns, so
Yeah.
there's no pieces to lose except for the guns themselves.
Yep. Which is the
So,
only Seeker I actually got as a kid, Dirge.
oh really?
Hmm. My mom brought him home one day for me. I'm like, oh, cool. So I never had the other ones.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's why you always wanted Starscream, right?
Oh yeah, now I have a couple of them. Yes, and Skywarp, which is I think the best colors, and Thundercracker.
Yeah, Skywarp was always my favorite. I always wanted to get one with the purple nose,
Mm,
like they
yeah,
have in the catalog. And I think it's a Mexican
it
uh
is. Yeah.
Skywarp. Yeah,
The only two I really still don't have is I don't have a complete thrust and I don't have a complete ramjet. I have the bodies and like some of the wing stuff, but not the complete.
yeah,
He's I just want the couple of them I just never went after completely. But
yeah. You can find them. They're not hard to find. I've
no, I have just go putting the fourth F. There's always something new to find. So
that's the trick is keeping current
mhm,
and then reaching back for the vintage stuff. It's like a tug of war between them.
yep, 100% of that.
So yeah, I had the reissues for a long time
Hmm.
that they did. I guess the encores they did around what 2007, something like that,
Earlier than
2006.
that, they were
Yeah.
earlier 2007. Like
Oh yeah, but I mean
2003.
that's the ones I got were the ones that came out around then because they did that
Okay,
2 pack with Thundercracker and Skywarp.
that's right.
Yeah. So I got those for Christmas that year.
Okay, nice.
And then yeah, I had those for long, but since then, I'd hunted and I ended up getting like the pre-rubs for Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp.
Hmm.
And the only one I have now that's still a reissue is Dirge. I have the commemorative Dirge.
Which I mean, really, he's not any different besides the rub sign.
Yeah,
The rub
that's
sign is in
it.
a different place. That's it. Yeah.
So,
So
and then we have
cool.
cassettes on here, which they have a Blue Frenzy, as expected in the comics.
Yep.
But the only thing I see that's like really, really wrong in this
Hmm.
ad is Prowl's legs are still backwards.
God, they are. Oh man. Actually, and also Dirge. If you look at the drawing of Dirge, he's got missile launchers instead of the guns.
Yeah, I
So that's
figured they were working off of prototypes
oh
when
yeah,
they did
that
that.
probably is
Yeah,
exactly what it is. Yeah. So hey,
and it's sad that the legs are backwards on Prowl because it's a very detailed drawing. It's a great drawing.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's someone who was transforming and didn't know how to turn the legs.
they transformed his legs like you would do Jazz's.
Yeah. Also, with the thing is that with probably you've got like a little cod piece that kind of comes down, so it should lock in place. And they whoever did that didn't know that was a feature.
Yeah, they probably couldn't realize it didn't spin
Yeah.
and didn't realize you had to lift it up to spin it. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
Well,
it's easier to fix the text than it is to fix the drawing. So
that and also he doesn't have his missile launchers on his shoulders, so there's that too.
right,
So all kinds of problems here.
yeah, there's all kind of yeah. What the
I
heck,
blame
man?
I blame the kid.
It's a creepy kid. He probably stole him from him because he's a cop, so he disarmed a cop, so the Decepticons would shoot him. That kid is
Perfect.
bad news.
Kid, you're terrible. It's bad news.
And
So
even the way he says, look out for the evil Decepticons. They're in shops now. And he's smiling about it, so he's happy they're in shops.
kid, he's the worst.
Yeah. That kid was shoplifting Constructicons.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. We will be back tomorrow with a little challenge of the GoBots.
Yeah. And we're
Um,
probably gonna write like L and R on our ankles just so we don't get them confused.
I already have.
Yeah,
Sharpie.
see, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how
Oh
you
God, I
picked
got
off
it
sound waves.
backwards. I got it backwards. Oh God.
Oh no,
Um,
just put them by your
so
ears.
on that note, y'all have a great night and talk to y'all later. All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. More Than Meets These Guys, a Transformers podcast, is performed by Evan Johns, Boo of the ExcellentUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Research is done by Evan Johns, Boo of the ExcellentUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Special thanks to Hasbro, Marvel, Skybound, and the occasional extra property which we will name at whatever time is appropriate for that episode. And without all of you, this is really not even possible. So thanks for being here and thanks for checking us out every week. Goodbye.